Hello, everybody. Today's stream, we are just gonna be running some trains. And if you have any suggestions for anything you think I might have that you want to see run, let me know. I've got Manifest going right now, and I'm probably gonna switch to either the Milwaukee Road passenger set or a intermodal. Hello, Mr. Banana Guy. How are you today? If you want to subscribe, yeah, go ahead. So I'm looking to get like 1,000 subscribers or something soon. So yeah, today we're really just on the layout, and we're just going to be running some trains. That's really the plan. We'll be doing it for about an hour or so. Everything usually goes here. Yeah, I got my own little kind of, wouldn't say room set aside. 930, that's a big accomplishment. I've got two friends that I know. They both have a YouTube channel. The one is WSOR_12, and the other is Top Trains. Top Trains has about 650-ish, 650 or whatever, last time I checked. So he's the one that's on top of both of us, because WSOR12 is about 403, and yeah, I know them in real life, and we live. Oh, it's okay. Go whatever you need to do. Wow, we're getting up to 4 people already in just 5 minutes. We're doing pretty good on this stream. So yeah, for anyone who just joined, I just want to let you know, we're just running some HO scale model trains here, and we'll just really be doing whatever. I'm probably going to set up a gondola train now. Gotta get all of them out first, though. So yeah, for anyone who's joining in, we're just running some trains, and feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm just getting everything together to hopefully run a gondola train now. It's Union Pacific gondola. Seen better days. It's missing a truck, so I need to find a truck for this one sometime. But I've got more gondolas than that. Maybe I'll throw in a general type or manifest train. Just to get it going, because we got this one running, but I've got a Sioux Line locomotive, an Athearn GP35 that I think I'll probably get going, that pairs with this one, an Erie Lackawanna GP35-2. So let this manifest come around. Then I think we'll throw on an older style manifest. So currently on this layout, I don't really have anywhere to switch off to, but I do have a friend who's he's willing to give me a bunch of lifelike power lock track he has, which is the main type of track I use here. So yeah, this is all the old style lifelike, which was bought up by Walthers. Where now Walthers uses the power lock type. So if you're in chat, I just want to, any CN. Well, I've got one locomotive out of commission upstairs. It is a Bachmann Spectrum 70 ton, which is a custom paint. It was an unpainted locomotive. But if you want, this is my first Canadian National locomotive. Hello, local Seaboard, Michigan Productions. So yeah, to answer your question, we do have some CN in the collection, but I'm looking to collect maybe an SD40 or something. Or, as everyone would love, a Gevo. Gevos in real life, they're pretty common, but in HO scale, I think they're actually pretty neat. So yeah, we're just assembling our manifest right now, so it'll take a minute, but this is an AHM Canadian National Sea Liner. And this thing's actually a pretty powerful locomotive. Now it's definitely in need of a little maintenance, but when I originally bought it, this locomotive, I kid you not, when it would ride on the tracks, it would send sparks flying off to the sides and everywhere. And just for you, I'll throw on these two Canadian National box cars. Hello, King Firefighter. Yeah, I know. That was pretty cool. I didn't plan that day out, but I just went up there, decided to do some rail fanning, and I got pretty darn lucky. You know why? I caught CN 3008 leading. But these two are two CN box cars. Oh, happy birthday, King Firefighter. How old you turn on? With body-mounted couplers, and this one's got Talgo truck adapters. So it's essentially body-mounted. And I've got one Canadian Pacific car that is like the same style. But I'm in the middle of painting it. Let me get that out. Right here. 12, happy birthday. What's my favorite train? What do you mean by that? Like, that I own, like a model train, or just a real train in general? Favorite shot that I got? If you check out some of my recent shorts, you can see like some of the sunsets. That's some of the best shots. It's amazing. All right, so, well, if I gotta admit, my favorite locomotive, that's kind of hard to say. It used to be the good old Santa Fe F units, but like every collector, eventually you start getting a ton of those. So it's almost not special, but I've got to say in the background there, right here, one of my favorite locomotives is an Arthur and Soo line. Also, I forgot to inform you I cannot operate this locomotive as it's got some faulty couplers on it right now. So we will be using the Arthur and Soo line locomotive. Thanks, FMS Monkeys. And my favorite shot that I got, going back to that, I gotta say, seeing the CN Vets unit, showing a third on an intermodal, definitely. Definitely one of my favorite shots, because, you know, that's not something you see every day. And the sunset in the back was pretty cool, too. Other than the fact this was before I had my tripod. So I got scared by the horn, because I wasn't expecting them to do it so close. And yeah, I'll admit, it scared me a little, so I got a little shaky. Got our tanker. Alright, I think we should put on a little line of tankers here. Put on the U.S. Air Force one. Yeah, I've also got a couple friends in YouTube business over at WSOR_12 and Top Trains. So yeah, I'm just kind of walking back and forth between chat. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, the tracks I rail fan by. I've got my friend WSOR12, 20 miles north of me-ish. And he told me the reason all those telephone wires you'll see always in my videos is because that's actually old Soo line territory. So that's why number 729 here is so cool to me. Alright, Mr. Banana Guy's back, and we're doing pretty good on this stream, I'd say. Sorry about the delay with getting this train built, but I'm going to put these two Baltimore and Maine hoppers on. And I do have a Soo line caboose, but it's currently in storage. I don't really want to dig it out right now and leave the train running or anything, just to not risk a derailment or anything like that. So I'll just throw on like a UP caboose. And by the way, here I'll just take you off the tripod. Here's where I store all my trains. Up top we got the tanker drawer. Thank you, Mr. King Firefighter. Here we got the caboose drawer. And we actually got a little scene started over here. Well, what's your budget for model train? Baltimore and Ohio passenger car drawer. And then we got the hopper drawer. Because your budget's like $300, I would almost recommend getting $100. Ooh, that's a tough one, but go on Amazon. If you're in the U.S., there is a Walthers train line. So Walthers, same company, same branch of Walthers that made this box car that I'm thinking about getting. They have a GP15. Take that into note. GP15 for $75 to $80. $75 to $85. Comes knuckle equipped, and you know, we're going to put the Chattanooga caboose on, because that's not something I run too often. And here's what I use to power my tracks. There's a dual pack, because I'm going to have one for this track, which is this one, and this one. is gonna be this one, but for now, this one leads power to this bottom layout that I'm working on. Alright, because there's different variants too, like Norfolk Southern. There's Canadian Pacific, which is the one I'm thinking about getting. And there's like Union Pacific, CSX, BNSF, AWVR. I haven't seen the Unstoppable movie, the full thing, but I don't have anything like from the AWVR. So there we go, we got the train running again. Yeah, you love the setup? Thanks. So this bottom one, it's really got only one loop, because it's going to be like for a switching layout. So all the cars over in the shelves over there, those can all be put onto onto the layout down there, and I can do switching with them just to kind of ensure that they get used often. But yeah, this Athlone locomotive, it's a little stinky one. But yeah, this is Lifelike Power Lock Track, not to be confused with Walters Power Track, which is a company that bought Lifelike, is Walters. But I have to admit, Lifelike is definitely in the top 5 companies along with Walters. Because this little locomotive here is a Lifelike. And this Lifelike is pretty powerful, I have to admit. I once showed my friend all my rolling stock, like modern rolling stock, including 6 Walters mainline intermodal cars, which I do have on hand down here. And I'll actually get them pulled up and ready. But 6 of them. And they're like entirely metal. These ones. And it was pulling that along with an auto rack. Which, this was before I removed this extra weight I had in the auto rack. And this thing is the weight of an auto rack that basically got thrown into another auto rack. But it's like a super heavy train, at least 2 or 3 pounds of cars. And one Lifelike GP38-2 was able to pull the whole train all by itself. So yeah, if you're ever looking for something cheaper to expand your collection that's got decent levels of details, go with the Lifelike, because you can always detail them then. Because they're like ridiculously easy to. If I could own a real train, I'd have to admit, probably a 484 Northern. One of the best types of steam locomotives, in my opinion. Definitely 484 Northern. Because I would personally, I would love a 484 Northern, even an HO scale. That would just be beautiful. See a Santa Fe 484 rolling by, big old Santa Fe written on the tender and everything. That would just be so beautiful. I've got a Bachmann box somewhere, but I don't quite know where it is. But it's got a ton of like steam locomotives showcased on it. That's just something neat, because they've got like 484s and like 210-4s or 410-2s or whatever you could imagine. But the box is for this auto rack. A tri-level 89-foot auto rack. And it comes with a 15 cars, which I've got put away right now in the drawers. But I almost feel like we should almost so we can throw this ATSF car on here. I've got like 5 of these in total. One of which being a black, got a black deck instead of the tan wood colored one this one's got. And instead of just having these little things that you clip on like this, it's actually got 2 whole trailers, and it's 2 Union Pacific trailers that come with it. You know, why don't we? We'll throw in this bulkhead car here. Train from US to Canada. Is that just for like a trip, or just like some sort of business trip or something, or just for fun, or? For vacation, I see. And we just gotta throw these onto the car here. There we go, we got a loaded wood car. Oop. It seems our train has uncoupled from the Reading gondola. Just Athearn, as you can hear, it's struggling a wee bit with it. It can pretty routinely wheel slip if you give it too much juice at once, and just it's stalling out right now. Now this is why sometimes traction tires are nice. I just don't know what car is causing this. But it's only after I added this one. Gotta be either that or I'll tight everyone while we just get this taken care of. So yeah, this is one of my more lively streams going on. Thing does not really seem to like this train right now. And it's entirely stalled. Oh boy. Well, time to send out this lifelike to go get it. Having some minor technical problems here. Alright, I think we got it. Oop, wrong track. Oh boy. Boy, it looks like we got a couple tankers in the dirt. So we're just going to slowly bring them forward to the re-rail station up here. we're back on track. So let's get this thing moving again. Yeah, if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe and check out some of my other content. But there, I told you, Life Lake comes in for the win here. What days? Usually I get to go rail fanning on Saturday, so I'm going to be going around, I don't know, like 1 to 3-ish, 1 to 5 maybe. That's my most typical, but some days I'll go for the whole day. But I've been really down on posting lately, so I need to, right after this, I'm probably going to make some clips of this manifest running by, because they're just so nice. But really, the answer is whenever I can post, I will post. And I've got a couple videos from like 2 weeks back that I was trying to upload as one big video, but that's not going to work. So I'm going to upload them each as their own individual videos. Yeah, this is my little area for the train room, and over there is right there. That's the storage area for the trains. And just another cool thing is, let me take you over there. Lego Speed Champions collection with some balsa wood for a project I have coming up. Along with the fish tank and the Lego Technic Cars collection. Just something pretty neat to show. So one of my favorite things to do with these videos is turn the phone like upside down, but that doesn't really work with live streams. But the camera, you can imagine, basically right down here. So it's like you're watching a real train go by. And it's actually pretty cool. So I'm going to bring this thing forward. I think just for the fun of it, we're going to put another Jeep in here. But yeah, I'm intending to buy more auto racks. Not like the open ones, but I'd like to buy some of the 89-foot TTX cars, or like a Canadian Pacific one or something, because those look nice, or hopefully even a CN. But the one I've got right here is a CSX auto rack, and I'd want more auto racks to start running Canadian National auto rack Unitrains. And we've lost the cars again. Looks like we actually got a Canadian National box car in the dirt here. So when that comes on, we're just gonna catch it. Oh no, it's just got a wobbly body. I feel like we're gonna put a couple more coal cars here on the back. And also, this is just a strictly DC layout. And yet I can operate some of this stuff almost as if it were like DCC. Just without having to spend $200 on a controller or something. but since we've got a Union Pacific leader now, I feel it's time we change the caboose out for a Union Pacific caboose, and not a Kuplo one either. We're going to be exchanging this thing out for a wide vision caboose, which I have also actually seen in real life trailing on a auto rack train. So there's something pretty neat there. So we're just going to throw a couple of these short bay hoppers in here. This thing's almost about to touch its tail. Again, so, well, say, it's getting pretty long for a train. Especially for a 4x8 layout, when it's almost taking up the whole outer, like almost the whole outer line. With just mainly like one train on it. That's something to be impressed about here. I'll just put the Erie one on. Followed by the shiny blue Baltimore, Maine. Take Chattanooga off. And finally, on our Union Pacific wide vision. So let's get her going again. Dragging out the slack. Look at that. You're making a Lego train? What train are you making? It's actually kind of funny. The other day I decided I wanted to try, and it's, I'm not really working on it right now, but let me get it out. I got most of the cab for an SD70 out of Lego, along with the roof. And I need to build the whole rest of it now. That's something to do later. See, I almost feel like we should add more to this train until it just, till we just can't add more, because, you know, why not? Alright, so yeah, this live stream is one of the it's broken records for me already, with 9 people being on at once. So actually, I've got a couple cars back here for the Union Pacific. We got a MKT, DNRGW, or just Rio Grande, sorry. Yeah, DNRGW. And just plain old Union Pacific cattle cars. We're just going to try to stretch this thing out until we just can't anymore. Because, I forget, DNRGW always has a low coupler and it can't be really used. Yeah, and my recommendations for building Lego trains, try and start with something small. Like, my honest advice, go with the GP38 to start with. And if you're happy with that, try like bigger like Gevo or something. Because there's always ways you can improve, and just look at those, just find those ways and use them. Now, I wish I had an operational steam locomotive right now, but of course, all of them don't work. That's how most things go here, though. Most of my locomotives are in need of desperate maintenance. And I mean desperate. Yeah, always check, because he doesn't do the American style locomotives, but this guy named British Ricks often gives advice, like if you're doing steam locomotives or something, on the best way to do that. So I feel we could throw in a couple of these tankers. Alright, so this one got a little fun story behind it. This tanker here is actually custom built. So it was probably not originally a tanker, but more or less one of those things you'd use for storing fuel. But I wanted it as a tanker, but I did not have a frame for it. So really, all I had to do was I found an old boxcar frame with no shell, trimmed them up to work properly, and got a Union 76 three-dome tanker. Now we got a Firestone tanker that I'm throwing on there for making sure your car got tires on it. But yeah, one thing that I do not like really at all about these truck-mounted couplers. First of all, we are about to have a full loop of train, but what I don't like about them, see you later, dude. Thanks for sticking around as long as you did. What I don't like about Talgo coupler or Talgo trucks, this where they're mounted to the truck, is when there's a train and you're trying to reverse it, and these are coupled up, right? These will push together and derail the cars, because older cars also weren't that, well, really say heavy. They were really underweight. So they would pretty often derail, and they pretty often do derail. So that's why truck mounted is just the preferred for companies nowadays. But let's see, did I do it with the perfect spacing? Let's see, will this work? So close, but I think we'll just remove this as a Rio Grande car for now. Just because you gotta have a caboose. Because this is back in the old days. Because for some reason, even though we've got all these advanced signals and stuff, gotta still have a caboose with a dude in it, just to make sure nothing goes wrong. And there we go, infinity loop train. We got 2 powered and 1 dummy locomotive hauling this whole thing, and they're almost struggling, so that's just something to know. Yeah, we'll just let this thing go around just because, you know, why not? It's actually kind of funny seeing a train that's chasing its own tail, is it not? And look at that, we're already back to the tanker cut. So we're just gonna move ever so slightly. So we are now going kind of with the trains. And this is only at about 50% throttle. Oop. We got a log car in the dirt. We gotta just carefully. Alright, and that's good. So we're just gonna speed up the train here. Oh boy. Oh no! Well, we just had a horrible derailment on the rear end of our train. Just about the entire train just may or may not have just got rammed by the front end of the train because we had an uncoupling. And this is part of the reason why I say Talgo trucks are not the best. So now comes the fun part of, you know, re-railing everything. Hold tight, everyone, while this takes place. We've got like 12 cars down. Well, majority of the train's fixed, but just gotta keep bringing them back. And the hardest part about this whole ordeal is it all derailed on the very back end of the table, which I don't have easy access to. So we're slightly just gonna change the consist on this thing. Ever so slightly. But yeah, whoever is watching, tuning in, I just want to say thank you for doing so. And get that car. Don't question my tactics, okay? Yeah, I just used to cut a track that's not in the layout yet, just to get a car out of the way. Because, you know, why not? Why not? We still got a derailed car on the very back. And, yeah. Rather fun to deal with. We got multiple derailed, I should say. Got to go back to the access port. Re-rail you. Yeah, we just lost in our car. Well, we just got one more car now, at least. And everything is back on track. We just gotta get the locomotive re-railed now. Let's just don't suddenly stop our train and do that again. What's up, King Firefighter? We just had a minor derailment on the main line. We're getting it cleaned up right now. We just got the first 2 out of 3 locomotives hooked up. And we've got it going again, I guess. And we didn't couple, I guess. No. Oh, man. You know, I think we'll just, we've been having some problems here. So I think we're just gonna take the whole cut of cars off. Just rather problematic to deal with. I think we'll throw on an intermodal now. So we're going to have a dummy unit and a powered unit on this intermodal train. We have a total of 6 cars. And we got to find and get them all set up. Alright, we're almost there. So yeah, whoever's out there watching, I just want to say thank you. Alright, so there we go. So yeah, King Firefighter, how you doing? Hey Zach Smith, how you doing? I was wondering if you'd be able to join this stream. I was hoping you would, because I've never really seen you in one of my streams at all. Yeah, we've been going for almost an hour now. 2 minutes and it'll be an hour. And before you ask, I actually do intend to get to the tracks today, except in Wisconsin it's like super cold right now, so yeah, I'm gonna wait till it's about the high of 35. But I'm just stopping the train for a minute here. I'm gonna put the auto rack on. Hopefully hopefully the auto rack works with this. Usually, actually, we'll have to bring the train forward and move one car from the back of it to the front of it, and that's how we get it to work best. Alright, and there we go. Now we just gotta bring the train back. Alright, let's see, we're all coupled in. I'm probably not gonna go live at the tracks just because I typically like to save battery up there, and going live and using the camera the whole time uses a lot of battery life, so it's just not worth it right now until... But if you stick around in summer, that's when I might do that, because the summer, it's just because it's warmer out, it doesn't draw so much heat away from the battery that it causes it to die faster. So that's maybe when I'll go live by the tracks. I'd have to have at least a couple minutes advance to know before the train comes through, because it takes a minute, because I gotta title it or something. Plus, live streams take up a lot more space on my YouTube channel. And also the auto rack is not working. So we're just gonna run strictly intermodal for now. Yeah, I'd have to title it, set the audience and everything. It's a whole process to go live. Yeah, I'd really want to save the money up sometime just to get some more intermodal cars. Because really, in real life, as I always say, intermodal trains are kind of a mid-tier, because the CN, it's always the same thing. 1 liter, either a CN 100 unit or a City Rail, or less commonly just a normal CN locomotive, but then they almost always have a track inspection car. Well, not almost always, but pretty commonly have a track inspection car. Or not even that, a technology inspection car. And it's always a single liter, which is no fun. And then they've always got at least 1 DPU, but the intermodal drivers always just seem to be a lot happier and stuff than manifest drivers for some reason. So yeah, this live stream's doing pretty well, I'd say. So yeah, we're probably going to go for another like 5-10 minutes here. Then I'll probably cut off the screen because I have to get ready to do some rail fanning for, the other half of the channel that only watches rail fanning stuff. But sometime in summer, I'm going to bring a ton of portable chargers along, and I'm just going to live stream the whole day there. And something that I think would be cool is like do one of those virtual rail fan style things where you do the webcam and everything. Except then it's no fun because anyone can watch rail fanning instead of me. I've got a little innovative way of cleaning my trains. You know, you can, if you watch a virtual railfan live stream on YouTube, actually, you can, suggest a spot. So, you can suggest a spot where you'd want to, see one. But this is typically how I like to clean my trains. Just take a nice, clean paintbrush, no paint on it or anything, and just hold it in front of the train. As the train goes through, it'll automatically take the dust off. And it's the best way. Yeah. If you go to like a virtual railfan live stream after this, what you can do is you can say, hey, I have a spot I want to suggest in chat, and they'll usually give you a link on how to suggest a spot. And then you go fill in the information. And your spot could actually potentially become a virtual railfan spot. I say we send it a little more. Alright. Sorry about that. Phone fell off the tripod, but an overview, basically there's going to be two loops, one that follows the inside. You can see these two here. This one is the one that's operational, and this one is going to come around, follow the exact same curve, just slightly smaller on the inside. But there's going to be a yard right here with about 2 or 3 tracks, maybe, that branch off. And this layout's more or less going to be for my modern style, so like rolling stock like this. But this layout, I know it's a mess, but this is just because I had to set everything down here quickly to keep the live stream moving. The mountain, this is going to be eventually have a third loop on top, but that's not going to be for a while. So, yeah, but this layout here, this is going to be a switching layout, basically. And, let me just see. I'm just going to throw a locomotive on real quick. Alright, here we go. We're going to throw this Milwaukee Road F unit on. And we're just going to prove that this thing does, in fact, work. So yeah, it just needs to have some problems in the back there sorted out. You know, we've had the live stream going on for long enough. I almost feel like probably gonna cut off the live stream now. So, well, I'm probably gonna post some videos right after this. So, thanks for tuning in, and if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe. And yeah, see you around.